All right, guys, what's up?
Cody, pleasure, man. Congratulations on
Thank you.
Such
Thank
a
you.
such a fantastic thing to see an album of such pure country music.
Thank you for
receive
that.
This award for sure. And before you received it, you shared such a sweet moment with your wife as soon as you were announced as the winner. I'm curious, how does she influence your creative process today?
I asked her to come up here, and she's hidden behind the. Oh, there you are. She was the first one out of her seat, maybe besides Jelly Roll. If it wasn't for Brandy, I wouldn't be here. I'm being dead serious when I say that if it weren't for Brandy, I would probably be dead or in jail. She's the woman that encouraged me to be the man I am as a husband, as a father, as a CEO of a company, as a leader. And I owe everything I have to that woman sitting right there. So if you guys want to give any applause, I know you've been sitting here probably not getting prompted to do that, but that's the reason.
What's up, Cody? How you doing, man? Congratulations.
You are so much shorter sitting down. I love this. I'm on a platform, you're not. This is
So
great.
good.
Every interview I do with Fitz, I do this.
Hey, congratulations to you tonight. Well
Thank you, brother.
deserved. First thing I'd like to know, when you win an award like this, who was blowing up your phone personally the second you win an award like this?
I literally gave my phone to Brandy and said, I can't take it anymore because there's like 105 text messages on there, and I have no clue who they're from. So I'll decipher through that on the 16-hour ride back to Texas.
I love it. And how important is it for you to continue to sing these country songs?
Country songs are what I live for, man. Besides Brandy, besides our two beautiful daughters, is the only thing in life for me that's a constant. It's in my blood. It's in my DNA. I wake up with it every day in the forefront of my mind, trying to make country music that means something. And to be a guy that comes along and says, I want to change country music for the better. I want 35 years from now to be that guy that's sitting up on stage like George Strait where they say, he did something. And that's it for me.
Hi, Cody. This is Aria with Us Weekly, and
You are not 6'11".
I am not.
Thank you.
But I am wearing 6-inch heels. So. So you have worn a lot of hats in your career. You were a prison guard, you were a cowboy, and I want to know, how did that impact your career in getting you to where you are today?
It's all the same hat. There's Western hats and there's cowboy hats, and I wear the latter. A cowboy hat kind of circumvents time. Doesn't matter what you do for it. A cowboy hat represents in this crease and the way I wear it. It kind of goes ahead of time and saying that there's black and white, there's no gray, there's yes, there's no, there's yes ma'am and no ma'am, and everything that entails.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, we'll go right to your right to Becca. Microphone.
You'd think I'd get used to it. Hey, Cody, congratulations. I know a lot of artists feel like when they get the album of the year, I mean, that's sort of a stamp of approval from your peers on everything you've poured your heart into for probably the last year or two or so. So can you just sort of comment on having this entire body of work recognized and that you are moving in that direction of doing something right?
Well, we tried. Y'all ready for this? We tried not to get votes for Album of the Year because at the time, the entire industry didn't know that we had a deluxe album on the cusp of coming out. And most people think of a deluxe album being 3 or 4 more songs. We had 13 more songs in the works. And the way that happened was because Human, the double album, I don't feel like got enough attention. I don't feel like the consumption rates, I don't feel like the attention span of the audience was good enough. We got 2 singles out of 24 songs. So I give this all to Chris Lacey from Warner Music Nashville. She said, what if we make it a deluxe album? What if we release an appetizer, then we follow with the main course? And we really didn't want to get Album of the Year until we had the main course delivered. But I will take Album of the Year no matter whether it's the appetizer or the main course, so I'm very happy to be here for it. Hope you guys enjoy the deluxe edition. I think that what it comes down to is good songs. And when you're an artist that aspired to be a songwriter first, I appreciate good songs. good songs that men and women on Music Row get up every day at 7 o'clock in the morning. They go to work. They put in the time. And they write, sometimes they write, and I'm just going to say this, they write turds. They're horrible songs. We can say that because I've written turds lately. But when you write a great one, when you write something like Dirt Cheap, when you write something like The Painter, or you write something like I'm Gonna Love You, that songwriter needs recognition, and they need to have a champion that says, look, I don't have a dog in this fight. I would cut my own songs, but if I was the best songwriter, I would have written all the best songs by now. And that's what makes an album of the year. Besides that, it's Trent Willman and it's Jack Clark. And tonight on stage, I remember the very first time I ever cut a demo in Nashville, and Trent Willman and Jack Clark were there.
Okay, Cody,
Were
congrats.
you guys just fighting over the microphone?
I couldn't find
I saw
her.
you fighting over the microphone.
We are. We're going to talk about it later. Congrats.
Thank you.
You said earlier in another interview that it really was, you didn't want to sound cliche, but it really was an honor just to be nominated. And now you're standing in front of us holding a CMA award. Talk about it.
It is an honor to be nominated, especially 5 times. And I count it 7 times, guys, because I have so much respect for the songwriter in Nashville. We had 2 songs in the song category. Whether you win or not, that's 7 nominations, because when you develop that relationship with the songwriter, I mean, Cat Higgins, Benji Davis, Ryan Larkins, if you talk about Josh Phillips, I never knew those people. And if you go back to Ben Stennis, Matt Rogers for Till You Can't, I didn't know who those people were until they pitched me a great song. Then we developed this relationship to where now we're talking about songs, we're talking about writing. I think that just being nominated is great. Winning is awesome, but being nominated and being invited to the party after over 10 years of dedication of my life, and not just my life, my wife's life. She had to sit home while I was in a van and a trailer and going out and playing bars for $300 a night and not making squat, seriously. And my band that has stood beside me through all these years and said, we believe in what you're doing. We have a CMA award for Album of the Year. How freaking cool is that, man? He said that's all we have time for. Are you guys good? They'll wait. No, I'm just kidding.